Today I'm going to show you how you can save hundreds of pounds a year by actually making one thing yourself at home. What I'm talking about is plant-based milks. Here in the household we drink a lot of oat milk, and it's generally about £25 to £30 a week that we spend buying in oat milk for everybody in the household, because we're a family of 6. I'll reduce that expenditure drastically. So I've tried a simple recipe to produce oat milk. There are recipes for almond milk as well. I do not put rapeseed or any vegetable oils in the oat milk like commercially branded milks. We don't like to use rapeseed or vegetable oils now. We tend to always try and use olive oil. There are health benefits to olive oil that I've found, so I'm not really keen on using those kind of oils in the product. So what I'm going to do is make a batch of oat milk, so I'll show you what it's like, how easy the procedure is, and therefore encourage you to make your own. And if so, then you hopefully will save quite a lot of money depending on how much oat milk you use. So come along, let's have a little look. It's so simple to make. You may want to tweak it to taste. I don't add sugar to ours, but you can sweeten your oat milk by adding sugar, of course. You can also add a lot more porridge oats as well, which will give you a more creamier consistency. So I'll show you the recipe. Right then, so what you need for the process is a muslin square. You can use a new or very clean tea towel instead of. Make sure that you've washed it first, the tea towel, so that there's no dye that comes out of it. But this is simple, you can get them online. You'll need porridge oats. These are Scottish porridge oats, organic, but obviously you can use whichever you like. And you need water, a jug, a measuring aid, a sieve, and some kind of receptacle to put it in at the end of the day, and a food processor or liquidizer. So what you do is you measure out a quantity that you want to do. Now I'm going to make a little bit only for the benefit of yourself, because I've made a big batch for this week. However, the main principle is 1 part porridge oats to 4 parts water. Now if you make a small amount and you find that it's a little bit too watery after leaving it several hours, give it a good shake, because it's probably because the sediment of the oat has gone to the bottom and it's not actually separating slightly. That's probably what the oil is for, to balance it out and to be a bit more fattier, but I don't do that. This is quite sufficient for us. But if it's a little bit too thin because of the lack of oil, then increase your porridge oats and do it 2 parts porridge oats to 4 parts water, depending on what you want. So I'm going to measure out, and I'm going to measure out 1/2 cup in this instance, because I don't want to do too much. Whatever you're going to do, 1 part of your porridge oats to 4 parts of your water. I've done half of this, so I'll do 2 full waters. Now you need to blitz it so that it all incorporates, and that starts the milk process, the blending of it, and it doesn't go cloudy this way. Now you may have done overnight porridge oats yourself. You'll find that it becomes very milky and creamy, and that's obviously out of the porridge. So it does give off a very nice milky taste. So I'm going to just blitz this now for 45 seconds only. Any more makes it too cloudy and it can go a bit slimy in time. Right then, so we've blitzed it for 45 seconds. Remove it from the food processor. I would recommend you use a liquidizer if you have one. Ours is broken at the moment, so you've got to be very careful of the volume of the liquid on a food processor. A liquidizer is much better. So you don't get all the liquid squirting up, and you can do a larger volume at once. So now let me show you what it's like. It's looking cloudy already. It's looking very milky as well. Needs a bit of time sieving now to get all the liquid through the muslin cloth, so that you extract all the liquid and you're left behind with the bits of porridge oats in it. But by blitzing it up, you're getting as much milk out of the oats as you can. So with that, we're going to get ourselves a jug. I'm going to use a muslin square that I've already got opened to use for jams and everything, so long as it's absolutely clean. I'm going to wash this one as well in hot water, and then I'll use that next time. And then what we need to do is pour the liquid in, and it will slowly come through. Now you're going to have a bit of the porridge oats left over at the end, but that's fine, because when you do a lot, what you can do is use those oats after, because there's nothing wrong with them. Obviously they're not going to be as creamy, but you could still use them and incorporate them in anything, in overnight oats or any sort of baking that you're doing, or some porridge you could make, or even a bit of flapjack. So use that as well. Support the muslin cloth. When it starts to stop at the bottom, it's not dripping down a lot, then use your spoon just to give it a little stir, because what will happen is all the oats will be stuck at the bottom, so the liquid will find it difficult to come through. Take a couple of minutes, and of course you can do the amount of volume as you want. Now what I would suggest you do is do it on the 1 part porridge oats to 4 parts water first. Just do a little amount as a tester like this, and then see what you think of it. If you think it's too thin for yourself, then put a little bit more porridge oats in. Obviously it's not got the oil in, so you'll have less calories. Obviously you'll extract some of the porridge back out anyway at the end of the day. It won't be as much as your shop bought one, but you know, we've not added rapeseed oil or vegetable oil into it, so it won't be as calorific. So you've got some benefits if you're looking for a low calorie option. And the Alpro oat milk that we buy ranges from £1.90 to £2.20 on where we buy it, and we do get through probably about on average 14 to 15 boxes of it each week. So you know, you can tell how much the cost is, and if you buy organic porridge, it's less than £2. It will do you so much, you're going to save a fortune. Obviously you've got to buy your organic porridge, which is about £2.40. In the local shop, when I have to grab an oat milk, it's £2.25 for one. So that's the dearest that porridge is the cost of 1 oat milk. You're probably getting a dozen for free. So this really is worth doing. Got the time and you want to save money. Right, so all that's pretty much come out. So now we're left with that. Which is really, really nice. And this is one that I've got from yesterday. What you find is when it's in the fridge, let me show you. Can you see there's a line there? There's almost a sediment. So as with the boxes that you buy of oat milk, it will say give it a shake. So make sure that you really give your oat milk a really great shake before you use it. And then it will incorporate it all, and you won't get a thin watery drink. You'll get a nice, well mixed oat milk, less fat and a lot less cost. And that is the end result. So friends, if you're looking for ways to save money, over the next few weeks and months I'll be going through tips and ways to save lots of money, looking at things that you buy if you need them, or you can replace them, or you can cut the cost of them, and how to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you can give it a like, and please subscribe for more tips and tricks, makes and bakes with Victoria Makes. Thanks very much for watching. Now I'm going to make that nice cup of coffee with my oat milk. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.